I'm Jody Heiss from Georgia's 10th District. I also want to thank Lee Zeldin for his leadership on this and the leadership of every person on this stage for keeping this issue on the forefront. Let me just kind of bring this down as to why this matters to the American people. We've heard a lot of specifics, but what does this matter specifically to the American people? Well, truth, justice, and transparency are not partisan issues or concepts. They are the backbone of American government. And when we begin to allow people to ignore the rule of law or to set a standard of their own to abide by, then it becomes our responsibility to shine light on that, and in this case, to conduct an impartial investigation. There can be no question at this point, as it appears so evident, that the FBI and the Department of Justice, at the bottom line, wanted Hillary Clinton to not be indicted, and they did not want Donald Trump to be the President of the United States. This ought to be a grave concern to every citizen in this country. In light of all the serious issues that have been raised, the allegations, we've got to get to the bottom of this to determine whether or not the Department of Justice and the FBI tipped the scales of justice. We've got to get to the bottom of whether or not their attempts were to benefit one political candidate to the harm of another, and we've got to get to the bottom of the issue as to whether or not they circumvented the rule of law. And so it is time for our leadership to exhibit leadership and to get this resolution to the floor for a vote. The credibility, obviously, of the Department of Justice and FBI is at stake, but what is also at stake is the ability of the American people to trust their government, the FBI, the Department of Justice, Congress, all of us who are in this role to get to the bottom of this. So again, thank each of you for being here this afternoon. And again, Mr. Zeldin and those behind me, it's time we get to the bottom of this. Thank you.